Hey everybody, this is the Carl Weathers Predator Weather Report featuring the Action Jackson Doppler Weather Radar Forecast and Cardi B. Happy Monday, everybody. You might remember me, Carl Weathers, from the Rocky movies. I was also in Predator. I was also in Happy Gilmore. I was also in Action Jackson. And that's why we got the Action Jackson AccuPredator Weathers Forecast for you. Here. Welcome everybody, happy Monday. Today on Aristotle Full Throttle, what are we talking about today, Cardi? Well, we're going to talk about, you sound like Michael Winslow in the Spaceballs movies when he said the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. Well, you got the bleeps, beep, 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 the sweeps, and the creeps. I think you got those reversed, but I'll take it anyway. Anyway. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today on Aristotle Full Throttle, we're going to have a brand new intro. A brand new intro. Can you believe it? He didn't have one last week, but he's got one this week. If you watch the Aristotle Full Throttle show, then you get your own intro at some point. If you make yourself known in the comments, if Aristotle Full Throttle sees you, and trust me, he sees you. Yeah, he's going to make an intro for you. And it'll be happy. Happy-go-lucky. Hopefully it'll encapsulate you. And, it'll be a good vibe. Anyway, we'll also play some Stick Fight. We'll also look at the news. What's going on in the news, everybody? Oh, man, it's crazy out there. It's a crazy world. You don't want to go out. You don't want to go out there in the world. All right, let's stay inside. But it's sunny. It's going to be sunny. Well, you heard it here first. It's been the Carl Weathers Predator Weather Report featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Doppler Radar Forecast. And Cardi B. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. I'm the guy. This is me. Hey, how's it going? What a day. What a day. It's been an action-packed day. It hasn't stopped yet. I literally just finished editing this brand new intro. It's a brand new intro. So if you say hello, maybe you'll get to see your own intro. So thank you for stopping by. Let me turn on the voice. Yeah, the voice is connected on Discord. If you guys want to jump into the Discord chat, hang out there. Oh, that music loud. Let me turn it down. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me turn you on to the Discord. Now guys, how was your weekend? I had a weekend. It was good. There was a week, then it ended. It was fun. You guys can jump into the Discord if you want. Join the Discord. There's the Discord link. You want to hang out, talk about stuff, talk to Is This Will about music, talk to Ricky about games, talk to Jenda Fierce. Jenda Fierce is a gamer. She's on Twitch. I suggest you all follow her. So is Ricky. I'm Steel Condor. These are my friends. These are good people. I'd rather be watching their show right now. I had an audition, guys. I had another audition. And, oh yeah, I forgot to update you guys. Because I haven't really seen you since Saturday. Saturday nights, I do music. I hang out here, do music. I did a theme song. Because every Tuesday night, coming up for the next 5 or 6 weeks. We're still deciding. We're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesdays. So want to come out and hang out and sit around the campfire, and we'll sing Kumbaya and throw some 20-sided dice at your face. And, you know, maybe we'll get some hit points. Hey, Goober. That's me. I'm Captain Goober. You know, you might recognize my face on this very famous product. There's goobers. Can you see me? There you go. But Jen, I see you. Jen. 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 It's every time. It's every time. I'm excited to unveil this new intro. It might be the most elaborate intro yet. It's funny, it's silly, it's goofy, but we gotta wait till the person shows up. When the person shows up, they get their intro. So when they say hello, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So let's look at the news, guys. Let's see what's going on in the news. What a world we're living in right now. It's kind of insane. There's all this fighting going on. There's bombings. You don't want to get bombed. You don't want to be like me on stage. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's trending. Ooh, misheard lyrics. That's number one. Ariana. Is that Ariana Grande? You know, it's funny that her name is Ariana Grande when she's Ariana Pequeña. She's little. She's a little person, but she's fine. She's a good singer. She's fine, and she's also fine. You know, listen, she's a pretty woman, and she's a good singer. I'm stumbling over myself right now. But surprise, Ariana Grande marries Dalton Gomez in a private ceremony. Interesting. Who's Dalton Gomez? I don't know. Remember she used to date Pete Davidson from SNL? Did you guys watch SNL? I didn't watch one sketch yet, but the guy who was on SNL, Keegan-Michael Key, was the host. A lot of people tell me I look like him. And I'm like, he's bald and does not have a beard. And they're like, you look like him. And I'm like, is it because we're brown? And people are like, I don't see race. And then I'm like, you don't see race? And then they're like, can't we just all be white? All American. That's trending. Lester. You know, I used to think that Lester was Les Claypool's first name. It's not. It's Leslie, I think. Which is a man's name. There's a lot of names. Names are silly. They're just sounds that come out of your mouth that people respond to, said Jared on Silicon Valley. They're just sounds that people respond to. I've seen that guy Jared from Silicon Valley in person 2 times in Los Angeles. One time at a car wash, I sat next to him. And another time I was crossing the street right over there. And then he was walking across the crosswalk in the opposite direction. And then I drop kicked him. No, I didn't do any violence to him. Tom Cotton is trending. I don't like Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon making first blockchain animated series as Fox embraces crypto. Ooh, crypto's going through the roof. Check out your Doge. Watch your Doge. It's going through the roof. We're probably gonna play some stick fight for a little while. I don't know how late I could play. I haven't had a moment today to eat, but last night I went out to eat in the open air for the first time in like a year and a half or whatever since the beginning. We went out, just the 2 of us. We had sushi in the open air, and then we got donuts, and then we said, whoa, this is weird. People. And then I forgot, this is the thing. I was around all these like LA types, because, you know, I happen to live in LA, and then I saw all these people like being performative, and I forgot how performative people are. And I'm saying like you can be a performer, but there's a difference between being a performer and being performative. There are people who are just like they want to feed ego and then like have their ego fed, and then they're like, let me say things so that I could get some nice things said to me in return. And I don't know, I don't roll that way. That's weird. It's just weird that I forgot about that. I forgot about how Los Angeles is in that way. because I've made so many good, genuine friends here on Twitch in the last year, which remind me of the good kinds of people that I'm still friends with that I grew up with. So I was like, you know, I like that whole down-home, like honest, genuine, authentic type of person. And these are the types of people that I've met here on Twitch, which I'm excited about, which I'm happy that there's a community. There's a place you can go where you can level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Where you can level up and find some real friends. Craig Anderson. TurboTax is trending. Oh yeah, guys, it's tax day. Make sure you turn in your taxes. Make sure you cheat on your taxes. I'm kidding. Government, IRS, I'm joking. These are jokes, okay? This is a joke show. I'm an absurdist. But you know, say that you bought 5 computers this year and that you use 100% of them for your business. Cause you know you do. Come on. You gotta get a new computer every 6 months. That's what I do. No, it's not. Kidding. Kidding. Airbnb. Let me tell you about my audition. I was auditioning. I had 1 line. This is the level I'm at, guys. I'm at the 1 line level where they say, okay, say this 1 line. My line was, guess what? My line was, it's a PB&J. I think I nailed it. I always nail my auditions on the car ride home. Let's see, what else is trending? News. Let's go to the news. I don't want to look at the news, I'm afraid. Supreme Court agrees to consider Mississippi ban on most abortions after 15 weeks. Supreme Court, I mean, I don't like that they're going backwards with this country. Going backwards. We already solved the problems, and now you want to create more problems. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Don't get it. Don't get it. I don't understand how it's like a government authorized thing which you could decide to do. I don't care what people say about anything. Something is, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Yeah, it's your body, you know. You decide what the destiny of your own body. That's like the whole thing of it, right? Come on now. I mean, I always say this because I had a big argument with somebody years ago, and it was like tore our friendship asunder. So I said, they said, well, you know, because I said to them, listen, abortion, there is no analogy. Stop trying to analogize abortion. Like say, well, it's like this. It's like holding a gun to someone's head when you're pulling the string on the other side. And then I'm like, no, that's not the same. There is no equivalent to a thing that is singular. It's just a thing that exists on its own. Stop trying to analogize it. And then they said to me, well, you know, they said some kind of analogy, like, well, if we were both hooked up to life support and your life support, or like, you know, would you want me to end your life to save mine? And I was like, well, if I was taking up residence in your womb, I mean, you have every right to remove me. That's just saying. That's not a very delicate way to say it, but I was like, it's your womb. It's not my, anyway. It's a touchy subject. I think we solved it. I think we got to the bottom of it. Mariah Carey. Is she related to Carrie Elwitz? No. Whitney Houston is trending. Let's see why. I just don't get it. You just let people live and live their life the way they decide. And people are like, yeah, the life thing. Just stop. Just stop, please. Leave people alone. Stop trying to control other people. Stop all the downloading. Stop all the downloading. That's what I said. It's rough. It's just a rough thing. Eric Clapton is trending because he's an idiot. Turns out Eric Clapton, the guy who wrote these songs, let's just play some riffs because it's Monday and it's loosey-goosey and it's me and you, Jen. We're just hanging out. I like it though. I appreciate that you're always here. You're always supportive, and it's a good thing. Here. So let's see if we can. I forgot how to play it. Anyway, that guy, he's dopey. The guy that came up with... soft in the head. Layla, got me on my knees, Layla, begging, darling, please, Layla, darling, won't you ease my world? Dim. Eric Clapton is trending. Let's see. He said something about the vaccine. Ricky Schroeder was trending yesterday. I don't know if you saw this. Eric Clapton and Ricky Schroeder. I mean, we really should deeply listen to the needs and the woes of wealthy white dudes. I mean, apparently they're upset about this, having to wear a mask. They're so inconvenienced by having to wear a mask or get a vaccine, or he got a bad reaction to the vaccine, and they're so inconvenienced that they should cry about it, and we should all listen. Yeah, that's the thing that upsets me. Is that, there are dudes who are of privilege. A lot of times, most of the time, there are white dudes of privilege, and they will say stuff like, they will say things as if we ought to listen, as if everybody just ought to listen to them. Which is always so, it's always so fun to just turn around and walk out of the room whenever that happens, for me to do to them. Hello. I heard somebody come in the room. Hey, Jude. Hey, let's play Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. Oh, my guitar's out too. It's also, let's see. Hey, you don't have to chat if you don't like. You could just listen along. But I was just talking about how some privileged folks, they like to say stuff and like as if that they're just they ought to be listened to. They're some kind of authority on the issue. And they're not used to people not listening to them, or at least they're just accustomed to privilege, is what they say.
Agreed. I am going to listen, but I just wanted to hop in because you guys are going to be driving to Long Island with me. So.
Oh, cool. Yay. We're all going to be driving to Long Island with you?
Yeah.
Nice. You going to pick me up in LA?
We're all on our way now.
Yes. Very cool. I'll be here. I'll just be sitting here. I'll just be playing. Hey, Jude, don't make it better. Take yourself in and make it better. And remember to let it into your heart, and you can start to make it better. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, Jude. Da. Come on, everybody. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm gonna do this for the rest of the show. Hey, Jude. Well, cool. I'm excited to see you, Judy. I'm excited to hang out with. So Jen, is Jen in on this? Is that the whole? I know that Jen mentioned this. We should all go see a movie or something. If movies are a thing still. I didn't even know.
They are.
I'm afraid. Actually, I'm getting less afraid. I'm a little bit more relaxed now that the data is coming out that if you're fully vaccinated, you essentially are protected. They're showing this. The cases are going down. Even if you get an asymptomatic infection of COVID while you're fully protected with the vaccines, they say that it is unlikely for you to spread it. So that is also super important. I thought that was some interesting data that they're collecting right now. So I'm feeling a little bit more and more relaxed. Have you done anything this weekend that, did you do anything? What did you do this weekend?
What?
I went to a restaurant and ate indoors for the very first time.
You ate indoors? That's a level up. That's a level up. That's a lot. That's serious stuff. We were
the only people in the restaurant though, so it felt really safe.
Yeah, we went to like an outdoor thing, and we were basically at least 6 or 7 feet away from the next table, so we were very like sequestered, and it felt kind of interesting. I was just saying earlier though, but I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, this is Los Angeles, and then I got, because I'm just so used to our bubble here where we just kind of are genuine and authentic with one another. And then I was like, oh yeah, these people here behave like they're all trying to pitch a job interview or something. They're all trying to get a job. So that was interesting to see that again and be like, oh no. I guess I could try to stay away from it as much as possible. I had an interview today, not an interview, but an audition today. I guess it's kind of an interview. And there was a guy in my little group, because we had this little acting group that we had to do a scene online somehow. And then he said, hey, you're the guy, I seen you every day on SVU. He's like, I saw you like 9 times. He's like, you're all throughout the whole episode. And I'm like, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Lori said to me, she said, you're everywhere. She said, you're all over the place. And I said, black and white and red all over, because that's a joke.
It's a joke and it works. It's so good.
That's what I'll be known for, as being black and white and red all over. That's a punchline. I've become a punchline, and that ultimately is what I'd like to be. You want to be I always thought fanny packs were a punchline, but I'm learning about fanny packs every day and how cool they are, apparently. I don't know. I won't have anything to do with them, just like plaid. So I gave up on plaid in 3rd grade.
Hello, computer.
Oh, here we go.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, now I want to watch Hamilton's again. Yeah, but the world is a crazy place right now. I was talking about like privileged people like Eric Clapton and Ricky Schroeder yesterday. Ricky Schroeder was going viral because he was saying some stupid stuff at like a Costco. Like he was all straight up like, hey Jed, I saw you, but you went away. Ricky Schroeder was yelling at some Costco worker, saying, take off your mask. He's harassing him. The guy's like, I'm not going to do that. And he's like, well, why are you wearing a mask? Why are you wearing a mask? My answer generally is, if someone is like, what? Why are you wearing a mask? My answer would be, because I'm dope at pandemics. I'm super good at pandemics. Watch out. I know how to pandemic like no other. Oh, you must suck at it. I could tell. Kateson. C8son, how did your song come out? Oh, I could probably play it for you. Let me find it. Actually, we wrote a song. Yeah, I'll put it on the soundboard. We wrote. I came up with a tune for D&D, because we're playing D&D every Tuesday. Starting next Tuesday. So we're gonna start hyping that up. Oh, also excited, very excited. A week from Sunday, I'm gonna be on Greg's show. Here, let me empty the trash. Greg Benson's show, Bad Movies Live. We're going to be watching a bad movie together a week from Sunday at 5, I believe it's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please watch us. We're actually going to do it in person. His whole family got vaccinated, his wife and his son. And I have been vaccinated. I got my 2nd dose a month ago. So we're going to hang out We're going to hang out because the CDC says that if you are vaccinated and everybody's vaccinated, you all can hang out. So I'm going to be at Greg's house watching bad movies live with Greg. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be hamming it up and being silly. Bad movie, Super Mario Brothers. Oh, maybe we will watch Super Mario Brothers. If you guys have some suggestions as to which bad movies we should watch, which bad movie Greg and I should watch, please drop it in the Discord. Here's the Discord link if you want to hang out with us in Discord and join the Discord. Also, yeah, I'm excited to do that. That's going to be super fun. I haven't seen Greg in a spell. Hey, Gentle Fierce, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay. I was having technical problems, as you
That's okay.
are familiar with.
I'm very familiar with what? Me? Technical problems? So this never happened once. But it's happened 1,000 times, actually. It's never happened once, but definitely 1,000 times. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was my father-in-law's birthday, so we were like partying it up with the grandkids. It was a lot of fun. I was exhausted. We were like playing pickleball. Have you ever heard of pickleball?
No, but it sounds delicious.
It was delicious. We were having ice cream cake. It was a good time.
What? Ice cream cake? Mm-hmm. And you didn't get Judy to drive me to your house?
Nope.
Judy's on the way.
Oh,
She's
sure.
on the way. That's amazing. Pickleball. What is pickleball?
It's like tennis, but the net is like 3 feet tall, and you stand really close. So it's like tennis for old people. But the kids really like playing it because they're short, so it works out.
So it's like what they call like squash is called squash, right? And it has the rackets involved. So there's all kinds of like gourds that you got to name your.
Yeah, there is. That's true. I didn't think about that. When I think of squash, even though it is technically a squash, I think of it as different. You know, like I don't think of it as a vegetable. I think of the game squash.
That's true. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of words like that. Yeah. There's a lot of words like that where when it's the context and then we just kind of forget what that sounds like. Like fanny pack. Yeah. You don't want to say that in London.
Oh, really? Is that their booty? What is that?
Fanny is it's not.
Well, no, it's not the back. It's not the back.
Not the back.
That's right. That's right. I remember now.
There's a different location. Yes. There's a really good book by Bill Bryson called The Mother Tongue, and it's all about how words in English are all different and the same. And there's he goes down this whole list about how if you are wearing knickers in in UK, those are underpants, but here their knickers are knickerbockers. So they say so those are actual
it's a
pants.
Song that Barney used to sing. That's the only reason I know knickerbockers.
You're talking about Barney the Purple Dinosaur, aren't you?
I am. That's the only time I've ever heard that word knickerbocker before, other than out of your mouth and Barney.
Well, that's a term for like short pants. But then if you say pants here, that means underpants, and it's like it's back. You can go through like a whole circular thing about it. But yeah, I am. Nobody ever wears knickerbockers unless you're like some kid from 100 years ago trying to sell newspapers on the corner.
Yeah, little newsy boy.
That was it. You know, who was it? Was that?
Is there several?
I think Christian Bale was in that, right?
Is it Christian Bale or Ethan Hawke? It was somebody. My school, I went to a weird school. It was like an upside down world, and everybody loved Newsies and Pirates of Penzance. I was a really weird place.
I actually have fond memories of Pirates of Penzance because my brother was in that play in the town over, and it was really cool. The guy who played the Major General in that actually went on to Broadway and did some Broadway shows.
Nice.
That was a thing that like people would just sort of harvest talent from Long Island and the surrounding areas for Broadway because it made sense. But Judy and I'll have you know, Judy was the stage manager for our high school musicals and plays. And
did she get to order you around? Was that her job?
Judy, did you order me around? Probably. She probably was like, move that over there. You need to move it.
Possibly.
I'm sure.
It may have happened once or twice.
She's like, paint this with that and go. You know, I was in the cast usually, but I'd help out with the painting and stuff because I was like, this is a production in high school, guys. Why are you? I got so annoyed. Judy, remember like the quote leads would all just sit around while the crew built the set?
They're too big of stars to paint.
Yeah, they're too special. Which is, building is one thing, that's fine, whatever. But like when we're trying to clean the set and put stuff away, like that's when it's like, come on, get off your ass.
Yeah, that was so silly to me. I didn't to this day I don't really find the distinguish the in front or behind the camera part, or like I'm just like, it's all the same. You're all making one thing. Yeah. Did you do anything in high school like that? Like any kind of? Did you play squash?
I don't know. I blocked out most of high school.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, we had. I can't say anything without getting myself in trouble. So nope. I was a stage manager for one production.
Oh, cool.
And it was these two boys in my high school, and they wrote their own play for the one acts. Do you know what the one acts are? Did they have them when you were?
I don't know what that is. Judy, what is that?
Do you know what they are, Judy? The one act?
No, I don't think we really did that.
It was like a theater competition where you pick a one act play. It only has one act, and it has to be done within 15 minutes. And if you're over the time, you get disqualified. And
oh, wow.
So it was like a very cool. It was like statewide, and if you won the state, then you went on to like the national. And these two boys from my school thought they were like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and they wrote their own one act.
They wrote their own, and it was terrible.
Yeah, and so they asked me to be the director, and so basically it was sucked because they were basically wanted to direct it themselves anyways. So it was torture. It was like, okay, you just do it, whatever.
So you never went back. You were like, this is terrible. I don't blame you.
I went to a Christian private school, and it was like a weird place because like all of the, like, you know how most high schools like the nerdy like goody two shoes are like the losers, you know what I mean? They're like the ones picked on. Yeah. And then it was just weird because like all the straight A students would like sing Pirates of Penzance down the hallway, and they were like the popular kids. And then there was like two of us who were like, what is going on? Where are we? What is happening?
Yeah.
It's such a weird world. It was upside down.
Is. I always make Judy laughs at this. I always talk about how we would go to like the curtain call and get our makeup done, but like 5 hours before curtain call actually. So like we would everybody would sit around. Now, like this it kind of sounds funny now that I'm like such a big fan of Hamilton, and I can listen to Hamilton. It's great.
I can listen to that every day, all day.
It's just great. It's just a great piece of art. But in high school, I was like a punk kid. I was like like listening to grunge rock all day. So then the kids would sit around and like put musical after musical in the boombox while we're getting our makeup on, and I was just like, they'd play like Les Mis or they'd play like Cats or something, and I would just be like, you guys know that there's good music we could be listening to right now. That was my high school. It was full of all those because it was small. There was like 10 people in my class, and they were all overachieving nerds.
Well, that's good. I was just jealous because I was not as smart, so I was just jealous. But also, they were really annoying.
What? Well.
But also, they were stupid. You know. I had a great time. I
had a great time with those dummy smart kids.
Yeah.
So, C8 Son wanted to hear this song. Here's the song that we came up with for D&D. I mean, I might go back and mix it and edit it a little bit, but here it is.
Oh, sorry.
Best part's coming up, cowbell. last where we end a song with the cowbell. Cowbell was a genius, stroke of genius by Lion Kitty. Thank you for that suggestion.
Did you see the video that Pesto made with your music? She did a little
I didn't see
animation.
it yet. I was editing. Was that this afternoon? Because
Yeah, you were doing that all day, right?
well, I got up early and then I came home. Let's see what I did. I looked in the mailbox for no checks, and then I found no checks. I found exactly what I was looking for, and
There you go.
and then I went for a run, and then I came back and I did my audition, which was, took like an actual probably about 40 minutes total from logging in to auditioning to logging out. But it's actually, we were talking about how efficient that is now, instead of like having everybody drive to the location and audition. I think the first call, I was like saying, the first call should always be like at home on camera. I think everybody's used to it by now, because we don't miss this particular casting agency is on the way on the other side of town, and oftentimes at Friday at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock they would have auditions, and that's just the worst time to be driving across town in Los Angeles, and we were all lamenting that fact. But did that, and then I did start intermittently editing this brand new intro that we will unveil before the end of the hour. Hopefully the person who it's for will arrive and then they will see their intro. And then I finished that up about 10 minutes before we went live. So it was a pretty packed day. But I do want to see that video. Maybe I'll download it and show it right here, right now. Because why not? Because this will be Pesto Mystics. Here. What do you say? Should I do that, or do you think she would mind? Or
It's up to you. I don't think she'd mind at all. She was really excited about it.
full video. Let me download this. I haven't seen it yet. Oh wait, can I download it? Oh, I'm watching it. Suddenly I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Download. And okay. Now I'm going to drop the video in. Now this is cool because there have been avatars made of each one of us players. And I'm excited to watch this video because it's going to be the avatars of all of us. This is me trying to do two things at once. It doesn't ever work. I give up. Full video. Yeah, let me turn the monitor on. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it, but I'm going to watch you guys on Discord, but I will watch it right here. And Judy, your trophy is displayed prominently right here with your name on it for winning at Sports Movie Trivia last Thursday. Congratulations on that.
Yay!
Hooray, Judy, for winning. Great job. Let's watch. Now I'm excited to watch this video. Let's see what Pesto Mystic has created for us. Now this is like, so she animated the avatars, the images, and the images were made. I'm sorry, they're made by your cousin.
Jake's oldest brother, Josh.
Oh, okay. Josh made these. Mm-hmm. These are. Let's take a look. Ooh. Oh, I like that. She's got like a dream sound. Oh, chimes. Yeah. Sweet. It's all coming together. She extended it. I can extend it if she needs it extended. I love it. Yes! There you go. There's the official trailer for when we do D&D on Tuesdays, guys. You got to tune in, or else you're going to miss it then. You won't see it or hear it. So
You put the wrong time because it'll be 8, not 6. But she's gonna fix it. That was
That's
the
cool.
rough draft. But
I love it.
It's so exciting that she was like, she just was like wanted to do it. I thought that was cool because she's so excited to play.
It's so cool to have like everybody have different like ways to contribute creatively and stuff like that. I like that a lot. And I'm just saying that cowbell is like the pièce de résistance.
I was just doing it for the lulz. I do like the cowbell. I'm just being silly. I don't hate it. It was just funny.
It's just so silly and perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And it sounds just like you said, like this is the end.
This is where we're going to end the song. I think about this a lot because I used to have creative conflicts with my bandmates, and we'd like come up. And then earlier on, I mean, we kind of got over this after a couple years of writing music together because we're just like, I don't hate you. And also, I trust that you have musical taste. So we kind of learned to trust each other on that front, at most, actually, if you boil it down. But because there was a lot of like, this is the best idea because it's my idea in the beginning, and I got more toward, and am now the school of thought that every idea can work. You just have to be creative enough to make it work. That's it. Period. Like anything can work. If someone says add cowbell to it, just make it work. Make it work. Like, what's his name? Tim says, make it work. So that's what I like to do. I like to just take every suggestion and make it all work. That's where the fun is. Needs more cowbell, says Caitlin, but we can do that. See that, Jed? We're just going to pour cowbell all over it.
I think he just means in general. Music should always have more cowbell. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
He said it like a while ago.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. The cowbell is underutilized. Also, the triangle. Remember last time I was going on?
Was like MIA. Yeah, it was like missing.
Triangle's BA. That stands for bad as anything. That's what triangle is. I mean, there are some crazy triangle players. But all right, well, in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna unveil the brand new intro. But we might have to prod. Let's see. Let me text you, Jan, see if you know how to get this person to show up magically.
That's who I think it is. I think they got their shot today, so we'll see if they're not.
Oh, okay. Yes. Can you see it? Okay, thank you. This is why I made it, because of that, actually. Also because it was the one next in the queue, but I was like, I want to do this because this person is recovering from the second shot. Is it Cheryl?
Yeah, the second one.
So I was like, I would like to cheer them up and give them something to make them smile.
Hello there.
I see him!
These are just fun. I love these.
Oh my god, the quarterback is toast!
I can't wait to use that in context. Yeah, let's watch that intro again. That's really cool. I'm going to do it full screen this time. Every journey. The sound effects are incredible. I like that. The cowbell tells you when to arrive. Let's see. Put some more music on. Give me a heads up if they are around, and I will play their intro. Let's look at some of the other things that are going on, like Ricky Schroeder and Eric Clapton complaining. You know, wealthy white dudes complaining that they have to wear a mask. Either wear a mask or get a vaccine, or both, or don't leave your house. Don't want to. My biggest thing is, why do people want this to end so badly, but also not want to wear a mask and or get a vaccine? It's like, don't you see that it's right there in front of you, the solution? Like, The solution to this is actually to get a vaccine. Also, on Saturday, there's a line on the corner of my block. There's a vaccination center. There's just like a impromptu vaccination tent, and which is awesome. I'm glad to see that they're everywhere, that they're just sort of planting them throughout the community. And the line was like all the way down my block yesterday or 2 days ago. And I'm thinking, hopefully that's their second dose. But if this is your first dose, guys, it's been a while since they opened it up for people in the demographic that I was looking at. So I think there are definitely laggards that are kind of taking their sweet time getting their shot, which is I just don't know if there's an excuse for that. I really don't. I know people are busy. I know people have to work. I know, etc., etc., etc. But health comes first. That's just how I feel. This is my opinion. All opinions are my own, even yours. Let's see. Yeah, Eric Clapton is very, very upset with the state of modern medicine, apparently. You know, because he played.
Did you see that they're using the "My Body, My Choice"? Like retort. Like, I shouldn't have to get a vaccine. It's my body. Right.
Listen,
like oh, you do understand.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, right.
But they also don't realize that's like the fundamental flaw in that argument. In that. Right. Because they're not.
They can harm other people. Yeah.
Right. But there's just something missing from people's brains. There's something missing from their scope, where they cannot see how their behavior can affect other people. They don't get it, and it's kind of frightening when you're encountering it up close. But yeah,
I think they get it. I think they just don't care.
I think that they just. I think they lack. Yeah. This empathy. They don't have empathy. They're like, that is not inside their way of behaving. They don't understand how to consider others. They don't care to consider others. But yeah, the "My Body, My Choice" argument is totally flawed. But I was talking about this earlier because of the Supreme Court situation, where they're going to consider that the banning abortions after 15 weeks. And I don't know. It's just Judy has to endure all of the harassing, abusive people outside of the Planned Parenthoods that go to protest, and like, obviously it's their right, but they're being abusive and well, what is that like, Judy? Tell us about your trauma.
I'm just gonna say, you're probably gonna lose me. I'm gonna go into a dead zone soon, but okay. It's sometimes you have to laugh about it, because it's almost like, how can they think this is okay? But no, sometimes they're like literally yelling at people that they're baby killers and that they'll regret this, and that, like, they're not taking into consideration any of the thoughts or reasons or whatever that the woman or the person had to go through. So it's just it's awful.
It's horrible. It's horrific.
And a lot of the times, the information that they're spreading is false. So it's just.
Well, we all know. We've all learned these last few years that facts. There are what do they call that? Alternative facts for everything. So that's frustrating. I feel like if you are so inclined to physically harass and threaten and be abusive toward people who are in a situation that is unthinkable for a lot of people, and they have to make a decision for themselves. If you are gonna go and harass them, first of all, like, I don't know, you got to check your brain. Secondly, I think it's a very racist and classist thing to do, to sit there and say, well, we need to ban this because who it affects are the lower socioeconomic and minority folks in this country. That's who it affects. Because if you're rich, they'll get you. You'll get an abortion. Well, you could pay for it. So
Right.
the people who are in power are sitting there trying to control people who are trying to have more of agency over their own lives. And it's just unbelievable.
Sorry, I keep this.
No,
you know what's so
it's talk show.
frustrating about it is that there are plenty of people who are on those picket lines find themselves in the, getting an abortion. And they are just so dissociated. Like,
Yeah.
then they're back on the picket line again. And it's just like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I will never. But obviously they're going to get the safe, care that we would give any person. But
Right.
it's just frustrating. And I don't even get the brunt of it. Really, it's my coworkers in the health center that get it even more. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you for the work that you do. Please continue doing that work. It's important, and it's the same thing as like the people in COVID who are protesting wearing masks and then getting sick and then going to the hospital and then the doctors being like, yeah, well, you should have wore a mask, but I'm still gonna help you. I'm still gonna help you survive so that you can go out there and be a jerk about it again. It's what I learned from Lion Kitty, the culture wars. I learned that word last year, and now I understand more of what that is. It's just people trying to politicize anything they can. Any issue that's divisive, they try to politicize it as if like, oh, we're on the side of this, because they just look for the things that split people down the middle as far as opinions go, or at least knee-jerk reaction, when it's all a smokescreen for like the bigger issues where there are people in power who just want to put more money in their pockets. Everybody's, people might be like, oh, that's an obtuse thought. And I'm just like, nah, is it though? Like, what's the pattern here? Are we recognizing this pattern yet? Because it seems like that's the pattern. I've been accused of being reductive of these arguments, but I'm like, I don't know. It seems like this is the indicator for things. I don't want to muddle the issue. I'd rather it be sort of straightforward. But you know what they say, only Siths think in absolutes. And also...
Do it.
All right, well... Should we play a little stick fight maybe? Or how's our friend doing? Is our friend gonna maybe tune in for just 36 seconds?
He's not on Discord. He's not flying, so I think he's probably resting.
All right, well,
so you can play it, and I'm sure he'll watch the VOD. He usually watches VODs.
Okay,
shows.
Cool. Well,
he's a very supportive friend.
He is indeed. So I shall unveil now, for the first time ever on Aristotle Full Throttle, is going to be an intro. Every Monday, I unveil a new intro for a new throttler or someone who hangs out in the chat. C8 Son, you might get your own pretty soon. But if I see your name, you're on the list. All right, so take a look at this brand new intro.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Cosmo!
Hello.
Cosmo! 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 I'm Cosmo! What do you say, Cosmo?
Hello.
I'm Cosmo!
It cracked me up. I'll play it again. Here we go again. Take a look. Well, there's a reason for all of it. Next time he shows up, he's probably gonna say hello with some rainbow hearts.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Cosmo!
Hello.
Cosmo! Cosmo.
Cosmo.
I'm Cosmo. What do you say, Cosmo?
Hello.
I'm Cosmo.
Cracks me up every time. It's so much fun. I haven't been editing videos as much as I used to, but this is a nice little thing to force the habit to continue to make new videos. And we've got videos all day long here on Aristotle Full Throttle, like intros for everybody. Even, say, Wesley.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Wesley's not here, but you know what? Wesley was here. All right. Well, I don't know how you feeling about stick fight. I'm kind of I haven't eaten today, so I might.
Yeah, go eat. Don't worry about it. I love the intro, by the way. My favorite part is when he's farting out hearts.
I knew it would be. I thought of you, Jen. I said Jen is gonna.
The best.
I was like, Jen's gonna laugh at this part. So I totally thought of that when I was like doing that. I was like, there's his heart coming out of his butt. It's great.
Nice.
But I figured, because that's usually his sign-on is hello with 3 rainbow hearts. So I figured.
Yep.
And also, he's presenting a 20-sided die at the end there, because he is the game master for when we
I like
play.
the mustache. It was on par. The very fancy mustache like his.
He has got a majestic, magnificent, beautiful mustache. So I frame by frame animated that mustache to make sure that his mustache stayed. Yeah, I put some love into that, and I appreciate Cosmo McBuds for hanging out and doing all of the stuff that he imagining a world. That's why he's conducting the universe there, and we are just up in the. I don't know if you saw that part where we're just all up in the sky.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
It's all fantastical and fun. But what a day! What a day! It's been a good day, a full day. And, I'm excited to be back on Long Island. Yesterday, I was laying around. Oh, that's what I was doing yesterday. Nothing. I was sleeping. I slept until like 5 o'clock. And then until about 4 o'clock. And then at about 5 o'clock, I finally felt awake. It was just one of those days. It was all about the he said, she said. Sorry, that's Limp Bizkit. I apologize for that. No, it was very overcast yesterday, and I was getting homesick for Long Island because I was like, oh yeah, because on Long Island, April showers bring May showers, bring June showers. And so I'm looking forward to the June gloom when I go back to Long Island from Los Angeles. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Jen, are you in on it? Maybe we could go see a movie?
Yeah. Sounds good.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We should go see something. I know The Quiet Place 2 is coming out.
Oh,
the end of the month. I'm
yeah.
very excited to see that.
That's cool. I know that. Is it coming out on streaming?
I don't know. I know it's definitely in theaters, but I'll have to look into that. Is Kelsey coming with you?
She is not coming with me this time, but she and I did, because she likes the scary movies. We were I have to like wait until there's a scary movie that I want to see, because she's seen them all. She's literally seen every. Basically, her requirement is, I'll go, hey, you want to watch a movie? And she's like, give me something scary. I'm like, okay. She's like, it has to be scary. I want to feel scared. I'm like, okay.
Isn't there another Conjuring movie coming out?
Probably. Isn't there a whole universe with The Conjuring?
I think there is, yeah.
Like The Nun was from The Conjuring, right?
Yes.
And Annabelle is The Conjuring.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. There's just too many they're conjuring up too many conjurings. There's too many. I did like, I feel like it's every about 2 or 3 years there's a horror movie that I like, that I can enjoy. But, I'm a sucker for superhero movies. If it's got superheroes in it. Yeah. I'm just
I like jump scary. I just don't like the gory, stabby, bloody.
I think she just likes the creepy factor, like the kind of spooky, scary thing. The blood and guts, I gotta close my eyes when that happens. I'm just because we were watching the zombie movies we were watching a couple months ago. There's a zombie movie, and it has a lot of First Nations folks in it, which is pretty good. It's pretty cool premise. Like the indigenous folks, they are naturally immune instead of the opposite, which is like, smallpox from Europe and the whole genocide that took place here on American soil before. But so it's like this sort of answer to that where all the white people are dying and the Native American or the native indigenous folks are the ones who are just naturally immune. So it's pretty cool. So they're just like killing off all the zombies. But, well, I think we did it. I think we've answered all of the questions and solved all of the universe's problems right now.
Yep,
and there's nothing left. There's nothing left to talk about, I think. I'm definitely fading, even though I drank this coffee, I made a mistake of running out of coffee. And then what I did was
mistake.
It definitely is a mistake. And what I did was I replaced it. I grabbed the Starbucks Pike's Place whole bean coffee off the shelf at the supermarket last time I was there because I was like, oh yeah, I'm out of coffee. Let me get this. This is pure crack cocaine methamphetamine shot out of cannon. Like, it is gummy berry juice. It will make you lift a truck over your head for like 3 minutes, and then the truck will drop on top of your head and you will pass out. I think yesterday that's what I woke up and I drank a huge cup of this coffee and then I went right back to sleep. So I don't know. It was ineffective yesterday. What do you got going on? Judy, are you driving back to Long Island right now?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so go on.
No, I was just going to say, that's why, you guys were coming for the ride with me.
Oh, right. Now I get it. I'm a little slow. Judy, you know me, I'm slow. It takes me a minute. I don't necessarily get that I don't get it the first time. I definitely overthink things. I will always overthink things and think that people have sometimes more behind what they're saying instead of just taking what they're saying at face value, that's on me. I gotta work on that. But let's see, what can I work on? How's my driving? What are we doing? I feel like oh yeah, here we go.
And knowing is half the battle.
All right, well, I'm always excited. We had a fun Friday night, hung out with Oliver here, and we watched Without Remorse. Good movie. We liked it. We both liked it. We both enjoyed that movie because it was a nice spy action thing. We got to get back on our watch parties. We've got to figure out what we're watching now. I know that the Bad Batch is out, which I might watch in one fell swoop with Ollie on like a Friday or something like that, because I haven't seen the Star Wars animation stuff. I'm very slow to start to watch. I know, Judy, you and Michael and Tony did the whole thing, right? You did the whole thing. Now that's admirable.
I can tell you, if you really want to do it, I can tell you the order that my cousin told me, and we really liked it. If you combine the first three movies, not the first three, but the prequels, and it makes the prequels more palatable.
Interesting. See, I do believe that there's a way to do that. Like, if people hated Star Wars Episode 8, there was totally a way to lift it, to elevate it by making a better Episode 9. My friend David, my good buddy David, mutual friend with me and Greg Benson, he texted me the other day, because we usually watch a movie every week, long distance style. He's in Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville. And he was like, I just watched Episode 9 again. Hey man, it's fun. And I was like, I have a difficult time with that movie. He's like, I know. I was very diplomatic about it, but I told him, I was like, David, I hate the movie. I gotta tell you, because we would go see all the Star Warses together, all the new Star Warses, and all the old ones too. We went to the El Capitan Theater to watch the Star Wars Marathon, which was Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and then you go home. So we didn't watch any other movies than those two. And then that night we saw Force Awakens, I think. But David's great. He should be on the show. I'm going to ask him to be on the show pretty soon. He's a performer, actor, talented, funny guy. But I don't know. He likes Episode 9 and doesn't like Spaceballs. David, I'm coming for you. If you don't like Spaceballs and you like Star Wars Episode 9, we got to have a talk.
Impressive. Most impressive.
What?
So, that's it. I'm going to be on Greg Benson's show, Bad Movies Live, on Sunday, May 30th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come and hang out. We're going to be hanging out in person. Isn't that crazy? You could do that now if you get vaccinated. He's been vaccinated. I've been vaccinated. We can actually hang out in the same room. It's exciting. I'm excited to go back to New York in a couple weeks. It's only 2 weeks from Wednesday. I'll be in New York. I will be playing Dungeons & Dragons from New York for one night. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out. This was fun. It was a good discussion. We talked about all of the things. And my outros, like Ange says, are always 20 minutes long. Thank you. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, you bro with the fro. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Oh, Jen, we might be playing Borderlands tomorrow. My brother might want to play. I don't know.
What's his face? Will can play on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So
yes,
we can play with Will.
We'll start a new campaign, I guess. Start over. Because
so you can Sherpa your brother.
Yeah, exactly. And I also want to keep the campaign going that we have with Ricky, the other Ricky. We're just going to replace the Ricky. So
tag it down to Ricky for a Ricky.
Hold on, Ricky. What are you talking about?
I'm moving into my office tonight, so downstairs. So I should be in my new place tomorrow. So cool. Have a good night, Judy. Thanks for chatting with us.
Good night, Judy.
Yeah, have a good night.
Bye, guys. Bye, ladies. What do you prefer, ladies or guys? I don't know how to. Y'all?
Peeps.
Later, peeps.
It doesn't.
Okay.